It seems like a long time, but it just shows 1 minute and 20 seconds on mine.
That's a pretty long time for a computer. I mean, it's an old computer. Anyway,
Right.
you have to press Control, Alt,
Control, delete.
and then once it goes to that screen right there, and it's asking for a password. This computer does not have a password, so you just hit OK. And it starts.
I said okay.
You wait for it to start.
Still loading, huh?
Yeah, once your little hourglass goes away, it's now it's ready. So we're going to FlexiSign right here. We're opening that program.
Yes, sir.
We do need to make a sign in Cedar Hill.
There you go.
Let me find.
And do a Cedar Hill sign.
And this is a slow computer. Takes a long time to load.
Cedar Road, I see. Cedar Wood Lane. Cedar. I don't see Cedar Hill.
It's gonna be. Let's try page 79. Okay, so the program is open. So once your program is open, you go to File and Open. And then all of our roads already have a sign made.
Right.
So this whole list of signs, you go through there. We're looking for Cedar Hill right here.
Yep,
it tells you Cedar Hill Road is a 24-inch sign.
Okay.
You can double click it, or you can click it one time and go up here and say open.
Okay.
But then it tells you that sometimes it's according to which end of the road, or if you're in the middle of the road, it's according to what number you need, your 911 number.
Might change, huh?
Yeah, so you have to look in the book and find your 911 number. Let's see, Austin Road, Cedar Hill, Bertha. That's Cedar Hill right there. They call it Bertha.
Okay.
So this is going to be on the 100 end. Let me see. Go back to 78. Wheeler Mill.
Bertha, there's Bertha.
100. So see, we are going to need to change this from a 1364 to a 100. So
how would you do that?
I'm going to show you. You go right there to your text tool. You click on that.
Yeah.
And then you go to where you want your cursor, and you click right there. See where I click between the 1 and the 3?
1 and the 3. Now, where's that at? I don't see it.
Right there between the 1 and the 3. You got 1364.
Okay.
See my cursor flashing?
Yeah.
Um,
Talk about on the sign itself.
Yes. Now, my experience with this is you're better off if you never delete that whole number.
Okay.
Now, if you press delete, you're going to delete to the right side of your cursor.
Okay.
If you press back, you're going to delete to the left side of your cursor.
Okay.
So right now, I'm going to leave my 1. I'm going to delete the other.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add 2 zeros.
That's it.
If you had deleted the whole number, you would have lost your space in this sign.
Ah, that's the key.
Yeah. And so now we've got the number we want, but see, it's in the wrong location on the sign. We need it shifted over a little bit. So we go
shift it to the right.
We go back over here, and we get this select tool up top.
Yeah.
And then we come back over here and see how our 100 is selected.
Right.
And when our little cursor goes to that 4-way arrow right there, we can click on it and drag it. And the thing about it is it disappears when you start dragging it. So you have to just drag it a little, unclick, and look where you're at.
Yeah.
And I think I probably went a little bit too far, so I'm going to re-click it, and I'm going to drag it back the other way just a little.
That just about hurt your eyes. Yeah.
So see, now we're pretty close. We could actually drop down just a little to get lined up with the bottom. Now that looks real close to me.
That's good enough.
So then you click off over here to the side.
Yeah.
You don't want, see, like if I click on this road right here, see how it highlights that?
Yeah.
Now, if I go over here to File, and on my drop down, I go down here to Cut Plot. That's where we want to go to cut this sign out of the vinyl. But if I do that, while I have that highlighted, all it's going to do is do that highlighted part.
Okay.
It's not going to do the rest of my sign. So if I click over here to the side, I have nothing highlighted.
Exactly.
So now I go to File, I go down here to Cut Plot, and I wait for it to open. And it takes a little while the first time, after, like if we were already in there and we'd already done it on another sign, it wouldn't take as long. But this is the first time, so it takes a little while to open.
That's a slow computer anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, this thing is outdated. Needs to be replaced.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like a lot of things.
So now our Cut Plot program is open. This other little part that opens on top of it we don't need. If we just click our behind screen, that top screen's going to disappear. It's behind now.
Okay.
Now we're going to come over here, and there's actually 4 little icons right there on the top. First, we're going to go to the third one. It says Options. We're going to click on it. And down here, the reason I did that was to check. This is what's telling your cutter over there how to operate.
Okay.
And that word none is what you want.
Okay.
Some of these signs is going to have cut fast on there.
Yeah.
You do not want cut fast. If it says cut fast, you go to edit, and right here at none, you click that, and if it was on cut fast already, it would be right there. You would change that to none.
Okay.
And then you would go down here and tell it to apply it.
Okay.
And then you say okay. And then you come right here and you click on that little panel that...
Where's it at?
See up here where my cursor is?
Okay, on that panel up there.
Yes, you click on that panel.
And that'll come ahead.
And that puts your sign over here in the middle of your screen.
Okay.
But see, you don't have any words in it.
Right.
And over here you got two little squares. One of them's got a green center,
Yeah,
and one of them's just open.
right.
You click in that open square and your words appeared on your sign.
Okay.
Now you look at your sign and your borders are very close to where your letters are.
Okay.
So you go till your arrow has two ends like that, and you click
Yeah.
and you drag that. Well, it's supposed to. There
Right.
it goes.
Right.
You drag that out just a little bit.
Okay.
But now you watch your numbers over here. You see those numbers increasing as I drag that out.
Yeah.
That's telling me how many inches I'm coming out with that sign.
Right.
I only have 9 inches available.
Okay.
So you don't go over 9.
Right. Right.
Now on each end, you grab each end, you drag that up a little bit and come down to the bottom.
You only got 24 inches in length.
Well, that's what you're supposedly working with, but that don't really matter.
So
but you
that's
can,
not
if you want to
controlling.
watch right there, it'll change and you won't go over 24 if you want to watch that. It don't really matter. So now we're ready to cut this sign. We're going to come right here where it says send.
Okay.
And we clicked on send, and then we can watch at the top, and it's telling us that it's cutting it. And we hear our
Machine go.
cutter over here go to work.
What's it saying up here?
If I should have shown that before we started.
Condition number 6. Working. Okay.
Before we started, this was saying ready.
Okay.
And if it's not saying ready, then it's not ready. And it's either your thing's not lined up or something ain't right.
Right.
But once it gets it cut out, it's almost through. Now you tell it you want to cross cut, and it's gonna, you gotta press 1 for cut, or it gives you option 1 for cut or 2 for cancel. We do want to cut, so we say 1. It goes down there, it switches gears, and then it comes back and it cuts it. I always get ready to catch this piece, and then it's going to go back to that F cancel like it did before. And when it says F cancel, hit fast.
You stop it dead in its tracks.
Yep.
Okay.